Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Yahaira and this is Let's Budgets, and on my channel I bring you weekly cash stuffing and budget with me videos, and in today's video it'll be a cash stuffing for a total of $688. So let's go ahead and count this all out and make sure it's all here. So we have 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 550, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 610, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For a total of $688. I hope you guys are having a good week. It is Monday. Sorry if it's a little echoey / we can hear the AC. I had an event this past weekend, so all my stuff is out of the office, which by the way, that event went pretty well, which was hope because I think I mentioned it in my last video. I have an impromptu trip to Florida with my nieces at the end of this month, so trying to save as much as I can for that without needing to touch our sinking funds that will be, not sinking funds, saving challenges that will be completing at the end of this month. So between that event and then Field Agent and then cashing out of one other app, we're at a good pace already. So hopefully my initial plan for that, and you'll guys see it more in like in the next couple stuffing / budget with me. My initial goal for June was, try to get that amount as close as 200 out of 300 as possible. But now with how things have gone, the goal is to get it as close to 300 as possible. So good progress has been made. But like I said, you'll see that more next stuffing. But let's go ahead and jump right into it, starting off with our variable spending. This binder is so sad. Hopefully this month / next month it'll be happier. But starting off with groceries, this is getting its usual 80 as 320s, a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So groceries now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. I'm also counting the days down until Friday because that's Logan's next paycheck, so we should be seeing his raise on there. I don't know if I'll see both, but definitely for one, so it's kind of like, okay, we'll have a little more money that we can be saving for things. Up next is Pups, and they're getting 50 out of 50, so now they have $50. I got some real janky 50s from the bank this week, and I don't know what that's about, but I digress. Up next is Eating Out, and that's getting 60 as 320s. So Eating Out now has 20, 40, 60. And then we got Fun, and that's getting 25 as a 20 and a 5. So it now has $25. And then we have gas. The one envelope in here that's had money left over in it. It's a miracle. But she's getting $165 this week as a 100, 220s, 2 10s, and a 5. When I tell you, I was setting up my little cheat sheet for my cash breakdown for myself for the bank and for the video, and I was going absolutely insane because my numbers were not adding up to the point where I had to go to Logan and be like, can you go over my numbers and see what the issue is, because I've gone over this 3 different times and I'm not seeing the issue. And what the problem was is that under the $5 section for gas, I put 5 5s instead of 1 5. I was just thinking about the denomination. So that's what messed me up entirely. But I was just like, what's happening? But in gas now has 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 210, 220, 225. We've already spent 80 of that getting the SUV filled up. But this week, there's a lot of driving last week, like way more than normal. But this week should be calmer. Like, I'm not leaving the house today. I'll be leaving tomorrow twice, actually. Wednesday, I'll be leaving again. And then I'm not sure. Usually I run my errands on Thursdays, but with Thursday being 4th of July, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that because who knows when the markets are going to be. But granted, I like to go early in the morning. So we'll see. Either Thursday or Friday, one of the two. Up next is Costco, and that's getting its usual 20. So Costco now has $20. And that'll do it for this binder. Up next is my personal binder. Starting off with my envelope, I am getting 35 as a 20, a 10, and a 5. So now we have 20, 30, 35 in my binder, or my envelope. And then in here, we're also stuffing Lambeau Field. And that's getting 15, I think I did it. 15 as a 10 and a 5. Oh, I hope Ashley's not working. Let's see. Okay, for some reason she's not. Normally she barks when she hears my father-in-law's motorcycle, but today she's not. Both take it as a blessing. So in Lambeau Field, we now have $500, $600, $700, $800, $900 in the bank. Then we got 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 47 for a total of $947, which means I have to add like $13 and we'll get her to $1,000 even. So I might, depending how affiliation goes this month, I might take a little bit of money from what I earned there to top off this, because I would love, love, love to get to $1,000 this month. Up next is our, I always say savings funds for this for some reason, but our savings challenges, and it's deck of savings, and she's getting 50 this week as a 50. And we are not counting her because we're going to be surprised when we unstuff her with how much is in here. Because the base deck is for $500, but then I did extra little challenges in it to save a little bit extra. And then this month, we're also going to be doing a second saving challenge for, this is from Budget with Carly, smaller amounts. But do this one as well. So that'll start next week. Because since technically this was the last budget for June, and that's for July, we'll start with that. But, so that's stuff. And let's go ahead and draw for next week. Let's see what we're looking at. So, first one we have is 25, and it has a little $2 bill, so we draw another one. So we got 20. For another $2 bill, so that's 45 so far, and then we got 10 with the calculator, so that's round up to 5, so that's 45, 15, that's $60 that we'll be stuffing next week. So we'll have a good chunk that we're stuffing, and I think, let's see, we've only got 4 cards until the end, so she'll be done here soon. And I think, I mentioned at the beginning of this video, where the deck of savings challenge and then the July savings challenge that we're doing, those will all be completed this month. And so whatever I don't earn from like apps and stuff like that I need for my trip to Florida, I'll be pulling from those saving challenges, and then everything else will go towards sinking funds like we originally planned. But let's go ahead and jump right into our sinking funds. Speak of the devil. Up first, and for the last time, is Japan spending. And she's getting $50. So in Japan spending, we now have 1,000, 2,000, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500. Is that right? No. 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 350, 400, 2,400. So just $100 shy of our goal, but that's okay, because like I said, this is spending money. So it doesn't. I think from what I have seen, we're already going to be like a little bit excessive with this amount. So maybe that's perfectly fine. I'd rather have more money than not enough money. And usually I like to set a goal. It's a balance between let's enjoy the trip, but also I like to come back with a little bit of money because it's always like satisfying. So hopefully I can come back with a little bit of it to put towards other sinking funds. But if I don't, it's no big deal, because like I said, the whole point of it is to enjoy the trip, and I don't want to be penny pinching or saying no to something just because I want to come home with money. So I had to fix that because I saw that bent corner and it was bothering me. And then in this one, we have gifts up next. We are coming back to Christmas this month. We took a small pause last month to beef up the Japan spending one a little bit. But Christmas is coming back this month. But in gifts, that's getting $20 this week. And we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 86, 87, and 88. And then lastly in here we got electronics, and that's getting 10 as a 10. So now she has $10. And we did upgrade our phones this past weekend. So if you see an improvement in my quality slash my voice, that is why I got a phone, because Verizon offered us some really good deals. Like for Logan, he was offered a pretty much a free Samsung S14, I think it was. And then his had to do trade-in though, so which kind of sucked, but it's okay, because I mean, I'd rather trade in the phone and have a new one for free than, you know, not. And then mine was no trade-in and $5 a month for 36 months, and it ended up being $8 because I got a bigger because the $5 a month was for the 128 gigabytes. I need 256 because I have to take a lot of photos of my dogs. And so it ended up being $8 a month for 36 months. Plus taxes for both, but I mean either way we're coming out ahead with those deals. So the only issue I'm having is I cannot get my watch to sync to my new phone. Like I was in the middle of doing it, but then I opened the Apple Watch app on my phone and then it like interrupted it. So then I had to unpair it with my old phone, but then there's still something in my house that it's still pairing to. I think it might be my iPad. I have to check that. I hope not, but that's really annoying. I know Logan, I was like, I might have to be that old person going into an Apple store and be like, can you help me sync my watch and my phone, please? But we'll see. I'm trying to figure it out before it comes to that. Especially because the closest Apple store is so far, and I like, making that drive. But in our other sinking funds buy, this is for more like long, either not long term, but like never ending / not priority sinking funds. So we got car maintenance first, and that's getting $50 this week as 2 20s and a 10. So in car maintenance, we now have 20, 40, 50, 60, which is pretty good timing because the Corolla is due for an oil change. So I'm going to be doing that. Up next is medical, and that's also getting 50 as a 20 and 3 10s. And as these denominations seem funkier than I normally do, it's because I was making do with what I had after last week's condensing. So medical now has 20, 30, 40, 50. Up next is clothes, and she's getting 5 as a 5. So clothes now has 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, and 49. And if anyone has any recommendations for where to get like cute / affordable work clothes, please drop it down below, because I think I mentioned it last week where I'm putting out give me interview energy into the universe. And so part of it was like getting myself ready. It's like, let's get clothes for work, for interviews / work. Let's get new glasses, getting all my dental work done. Like, you know, like we're doing it. We're getting it done. And yeah, just the struggle is finding work clothes. Cause I'm trying to like, my goal is to give personality but professional with my clothes. So like, I don't want like, I'll have some like, you know, usual like black and white and that sort of thing. But like, I want to add some color in there too, you know? But yeah, so if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Lastly, new cars, getting those last $3 in our budget. So a new car now has 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, and 48. We will have to replace these ones at some point because these are the grodiest ones ever. But that'll do it for this week's stuffing. If you haven't already, I do recommend watching last week's budget with me, the last one for June, because I did go over what our plan is for Logan's raises, just so you guys get an idea of what upcoming changes are coming to our budget. Just to like show you guys what my thought process is and what's going to be happening and stuff, because we have the universe is demanding a lot of money from us, and so trying to figure out the plan for all of that. And just kind of trying to balance everything, but you know, not like spreading ourselves too thin, because then it's like, then we feel like we're making no progress in anything. So it's balancing that out. So yeah, highly recommend watching that. But other than that, that'll do it for this week's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really helps my channel. And I hope to see you guys again next week for another week of budgeting. Bye.